And 1 Harmony Hellfire coming right up.
Bartender, we're waiting.
You still want me, Fancy. Not that I blame you.
What's the deal, Fancy? Why are you staring at the bartender like that?
If you could see the guy, you'd know why. He's totally hot and totally gorgeous.
Can he make a decent martini?
Perfect. Just like he is.
Don't I know it?
The role of Sheridan Crane is temporarily being played by Shannon Sturgis.
Here's something to keep your tummy happy until dinner time. Dinner? I haven't even finished cleaning up from breakfast or lunch yet. And I've got all of the laundry to do, and I still need to make up the bed from room 5.
Hey, James. How's it going?
James is fine. I'm a wreck.
Well, no one will ever know to look at you.
Flattery won't get you any extra towels. I'm way behind on laundry for the B&B.
I'm gonna be here for a while, so go do what you have to do. I'll keep an eye on James.
Are you sure?
Sure, you'll take care of him while I'm working. It's my turn now.
Great, thanks. I have got to get the laundry in.
Why is he calling me again? Whatever he wants can wait.
I object to prosecution's witness. Miss Sanborn's outburst earlier has prejudiced the jury, Your Honor.
As if Mr. Crane's one-sided verbal love letter wasn't trying to sway them the other way.
Prosecution makes a good point. I'll accept the witness.
I'm sorry.
Oh, Ethan. No, it's not your fault. It just comes down to what it's always been about. It's Liz's vendetta against me.
You never know. Liz may have said some horrible things, but that jury could turn against her.
Place your hand on the Bible and read what's on the card.
I swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Liz has been waiting to bury me ever since she got to Harmony. She can't wait to see me go to prison.
Doesn't necessarily mean you will.
Don't sugarcoat this, Ethan. The jury doesn't hate me already. They will after Liz's encore. Yeah, she's gonna say whatever she thinks she needs to make sure I'm locked up for the rest of my life.
Well, after Liz's earlier breakdown, maybe the jury will think she's unstable.
Liz could shoot one of the jurors in cold blood right now, and the 11 left would blame me. I better get used to wearing orange. I'm gonna be wearing it for the rest of my life.
I can't believe how well this is going. No one will ever know I was out to poison Eve that night. Liz's testimony may be enough to convict Eve without me having to testify. Oh, I certainly hope so. Other people are threatening my loveless but very profitable marriage to Julian. Teresa and Pilar in particular. I wonder if Gwen found the disc that could destroy us before Teresa got her grubby little monos on it.
Let go of those discs, Gwen. Let go or I hurt you. You'll have to kill me first.
Now how are you going to convince Ethan it was me? What's going on here?
I'm getting Ethan and Jane back no matter what I have to do. Teresa! Teresa, no! Teresa! Stop! Do this!
You are too late, Teresa. The proof you needed was on one of those discs. Now it's gone.
Mom, let me go, Mom. I can get those discs.
Stop it! You're burning your hand, Teresa!
No, I can't get the proof I need to get out. In fact, it's right there. I can get it, Mom. Help me.
Teresa, it's over.
No.
will never be able to prove that my mother and I set you up to take the fall for Ethan's paternity leak. You lose. It's over.
No, I can't lose it. I can't. I would hold the hand of the one who could lead me places and kiss the lips of the one who could sing so sweet. And I would fly on the wings of a bird I knew could take me higher. Breathe in, breathe out. You keep me alive. You are the fire burning inside of me. You are my passion for life.
It's not like you'd ever date someone on his level.
Edmund, you're starting to sound like an elitist snob.
And you're on the offensive again. You know, if I didn't know better, I'd think that barkeep was an ex of yours.
That guy tending bar means nothing to me, Edmund. Nothing at all.
There's an old photo of Eve and me when we were children. People who've seen that picture say it shows just how close and loving we once were. And it's true. The day that picture was taken was a very special day for us. We just promised that we would always be there for each other. Always. Always, Eve. My sister broke that promise when she left home. She left me to be my father's plaything.
Objection. Your Honor, I'm sorry, once again, counsel's line of questioning does not pertain to the crimes that Dr. Russell is falsely accused of. It's just ammunition for character assassination.
I concur, Mr. Winthrop. Ms. Nance here, you've established that the relationship between the witness and the defendant is toxic at best. Now cut to the chase.
Yes, Your Honor. Please tell the court why you think your sister tried to murder you.
Objection!
Now what? I'm just trying to cut to the chase, as asked by the judge.
Objection overruled. You may answer the question.
Well, as sick as it sounds, my sister tried to kill me because she blames me for ruining her life.
How so?
According to Eve, I set out to get revenge because she left me at Daddy's mercy. She thinks that somehow, single-handedly, I was able to plan and carry out some vast conspiracy to decimate her life. But I didn't. I didn't. She did it all by herself. She is the liar. She's the cheater. She is a drug-using, liquor-loving whore.
That is a damn lie. Eve is not a whore.
She is your mistress, Julian. The white master's black love slave.
Please, look at your hand. You're gonna be scarred for life.
Oh my God, I'm burned. Oh.
Just like the discs.
No.
Haven't you done enough already? What did I do? She put her own damn hands in the fire. She just lost her last chance to take Ethan away from me. You should probably know, Teresa, that if you play with fire, eventually you are going to get burned.
I'll deal with it later.
Hey, you enjoying your snack?
You know what I picked up on the way home? Yeah, I got you something here. Look at that. A coloring book.
Wow.
Thought after your snack you'd want to color some pictures with me?
Yeah.
Want to do that?
Yeah.
Great.
Oh, that'll be fun, coloring with Daddy. You know, James and I, we had a really busy day today.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. We watched a DVD about a cat named Lucy.
Mm-hmm.
We read a whole lot of books, and we built a sandcastle out back in the sandbox.
I'll say it again, Sheridan. You're incredible for taking care of James like you have. Especially with me back in his life now.
It's my pleasure. Especially after losing my son to my crazed half-sister. I'm so sorry that I was so suspicious of you when you first came to Harmony the way you did, using an alias. And then you got that mysterious phone call. I was convinced you worked for my father.
Well, at one stage you even doubted that I was James's father.
We have my father to thank for that. He's made me paranoid. But you know, you have to admit that your story sounds like something that Dominic Dunn would have written for Vanity Fair. I can't begin to know what it's like, that the black cloud you must live under. Being in the witness protection program, admitting to laundering money for the mob, the fear of exposure and retaliation. I would be a nervous wreck. Gunshots? Oh my God, Chris, it's the mob. They found you. Those were gunshots. The mob's gonna kill us.
Wait.
I don't hear anything.
Exactly. If the mob were after me, we'd be dead by now. They don't shoot and run. Okay. Go back to your coloring book, James. There you go, boy.
Do you think someone tried to rob Sam and he shot them?
Maybe, but I'm starting to think that those weren't gunshots.
What were they? Oh, no.
How much detergent did you use in that washer?
Too much?
I wasn't ogling the bartender like the rest of these desperate housewives. I just zoned out for a sec. The way he tossed around the bottles was like watching a juggler at the circus.
Limber and coordinated. You just know it's heaven when he's horizontal.
The women here are a lot different from our set at the country club.
Should I be jealous?
Hardly. It's like me being jealous of some blue-collar barkeep.
Yeah.
So you like jazz?
Love it.
Me too. You know, Alistair thought we'd have a lot in common. So did my grandfather.
Well, they didn't get to where they are by being wrong all the time, now did they?
Should I speak to the maitre d' about getting us a table?
Yeah, I'd like that.
Back in a bit.
Fancy. Yo, do you want a drink?
You know this gorgeous man?
I demand that this witness's testimony be stricken from the record.
To a man because
Order
of
in
the
the
abuse
court.
that my father's scars left on my soul. Scars that wouldn't have been there if my sister had just been there for me. I would have married Antonio. I would be living in paradise if it wasn't for you, Eve. You, my loving sister.
Order in this court! I want order!
I demand that this witness be silenced.
For what, counselor? Telling the truth?
I want order in this court!
Shut up, Liz. Eve never knew that your father molested you. If she'd known, she would have helped you.
People, be quiet. His Honor wants order in the court.
Be strong, Eve. You have to have courage.
Look at them, Julian. Look at them. My life is over.
Thank you, bailiff. There will be order in this court. Anyone who can't control themselves will be locked up. Do I make myself clear? As for you, Miss Sanborn, you'll keep your emotions in check or I'll strike your testimony. Now sit down.
I'm sorry. I apologize for my lapse in decorum. It's just after everything that I've been through. Being abandoned by my sister. Abused by my father. The wounds are so deep.
Julian, look at the jury. They believe every word that she says.
Well, they won't after Ethan cross-examines her.
Miss Sanborn, did the defendant ever threaten your life?
Yes. Yes, she did, repeatedly.
Were there ever any witnesses to these threats?
Oh, numerous times. At the Russell residence, and then later at the church where we gathered for a wedding.
After Eve threatened your life, is it true that you were alone together in the church basement?
Yes. The wedding was delayed, and I went downstairs to get a cup of punch, and apparently Eve wanted one as well because she came down, and of course she picked a fight.
I object.
To what? The witness is just recounting what happened to her that night.
Yes, she is, in an inflammatory manner, Your Honor.
Objection overruled. Continue.
Thank you.
At one point, I was hoarse from all the bickering, and I took a sip of the punch, and suddenly I felt funny. Next thing I knew, I woke up in the hospital having been poisoned and almost dying.
One last question. Was there anyone else in that basement that could have poisoned your punch cup?
No. Eve was the only one who had access to that cup.
The only person you know of, Liz.
No more questions.
The defense may cross-examine the witness.
Thank you, Your Honor, but I have no questions for this witness.
Oh my God, what are you doing, Ethan?
Ethan, have you lost your mind?
Are you just going to let Eve be found guilty?
You are my passion for life.
Maybe I'll just buy new towels for the B&B. And then I'll send my laundry out. I'm rich. I can afford it.
Sheridan, you know we have to go in there and deal with what's happened.
Shouldn't we wait for Lucy and Ethel? This is more up their alley. Okay. It's like the washing machine blew up. There are even towels stuck to the ceiling. Not anymore.
Have you ever done any laundry before?
At the risk of sounding pampered, no, I haven't. But I didn't put in the whole box. I filled up the cup that it came with.
This is concentrated detergent. You only needed about a quarter of that cup.
Well, that explains the suds. I mean, it seemed like there was an explosion in here. What do you think happened?
Well, I think the lid locks on the spin cycle, and seeing as you didn't put a dent on any of the suds on the rinse cycle, the pressure just kept on building and building until finally, boom. And those tells on the ceiling are definitely the other plop plop sound we heard. You see?
Oh, what am I gonna do? Sam trusted me with the B&B, and now I can't let him see this mess.
Well, you won't see this. We'll have this cleaned up in no time.
Will, so you'll help me?
After you taking care of James and keeping my cover, of course I will. But there's just one thing I have to do first.
Well, I guess I deserve that.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like a drink while you wait for your date to get you a table? So who's the guy you're with, huh? He must be rich. Otherwise, Grampy Alistair just wouldn't approve, huh?
I told you, I don't want to make grandfather angry.
Because Alistair pays the bills?
There's that. But I honestly love him. I don't want to disappoint him when he has such high hopes for me.
The boy from the other side of the tracks just wouldn't cut it, huh?
Fancy, is this guy bothering you? Because if he is, I'll take care of him.
Oh, you in what army, kid?
Pobrecita, mi niña. Okay. I'm gonna go get something for your hand, okay? I'll be right back.
I don't believe you, Gwen. I don't believe you threw those computer disks in there. That was my proof to show everyone that you and your mother set me up, that you were the ones that sent the information to the tabloid.
Well, what do you know? For once, we agree on something. Ethan is mine, and he always will be. And so will Jane once we get permanent custody. Your last, best chance to get Ethan back just went up in flames.
Maybe not.
Really? How does your warped little mind come to that conclusion?
You just admitted it, Gwen. Everything to me that you and your mother set me up, that you were the ones that sent the information to the tabloid. You confessed it all.
Yeah, so?
I'm gonna tell Ethan everything.
Go right ahead, be my guest. Because he'll never believe you.
You know what? He will believe me. I'm gonna tell him the truth. And trust me, he'll take my word for it.
Listen to me. I am not going to cross-examine Liz because the jury is in love with her. All I would do is cement their dislike for Eve if I go after her on the stand right now.
Yes, perhaps.
Well, I suppose.
How are you gonna turn things around?
I'm going to start by ripping apart their next witness.
Well, who is it?
The prosecution calls Rebecca Hotchkiss Crane to the stand.
Oh, God, Rebecca's Gwen's mother.
Ethan, I don't care, and you can't afford to. Now, we both suspected she knows more than she's admitting. You've got to get the truth out of her, no matter what it takes. Please.
I'll have to discredit her. Because if I can't...
I'm going to spend the rest of my life in jail.
Place your hand on the Bible and read what's on the card.
I swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God.
My cross-examination is limited to the areas that Nancy touches on when she questions Rebecca. Let's hope she gives me some big holes.
Hope seems to be about all I have left.
I buried you, Eve, just like I said I would.
Didn't think I was gonna marry that bitch.
I'll never be Mrs. T.C. Russell, but at least Eve can't have him back once she's sent to prison, which should be very soon.
Mrs. Crane, you first saw the defendant's sister lying unconscious on the floor of the church basement, her shattered punch cup lying nearby. Eve Russell was standing right over her. Is that correct? Yes. Was there anybody else in that basement that could have poisoned her cup?
No.
I have no more questions. Your witness.
Damn it. I thought Nancier would use Rebecca to establish the intensity of Eve and Liz's argument and to recall what she actually saw. I'm afraid Nancier has given me very little to question Rebecca about.
Well, just do what you can for Eve's sake.
You are Rebecca Hotchkiss Crane, Julian Crane's wife, correct?
Yes, I am.
You're angry, aren't you? You're angry that Julian is going to divorce you and marry the defendant.
I object. Counsel's line of questioning violates the rules of cross-examination.
I disagree, Your Honor. The counsel addressed the witness as Rebecca Hotchkiss Crane. Her relationship with Julian Crane is her motivation to testify against my client.
I'll allow it. Proceed, Mr. Winthrop.
Your Honor, then the prosecution would like to withdraw the witness.
You can't do that.
Yes, I can. Your Honor.
It's highly unusual, but counsel is within her rights. The jury will disregard this witness.
Your Honor, wait.
Oh, you could call Mrs. Crane as your witness, but something tells me you won't. Oh, by the way, prosecution rests.
What?
I've proved my case.
Okay, Your Honor, this counsel's grandstanding is without precedent.
I'll bring it up on appeal, Mr. Winthrop.
Appeal? Your Honor, that implies that we lose.
The defense will present its case tomorrow. For now, the court is in recess.
All rise.
Your Honor. Your Honor, please, Damn it. Oh.
So what do we do now?
Eve, there's only one thing left we can do.
What? Tell me, what is it?
I'll mop up if you get James cleaned up.
Deal. And, thanks for not rubbing it in that I'm laundry challenged.
Well, I wasn't very good at laundering money. Oh, I'm sorry, that was a joke. A really bad one.
Yeah. Okay.
Ethan will believe me, Gwen. He always believes me. That's why, in the end, he always comes back to me.
Not this time.
Especially this time. Because my mother's gonna back me up, and Ethan knows that she would never tell a lie. I'm gonna tell him exactly what happened. That we found the computer disks, that you grabbed them from us, that you ran downstairs to the basement, that you lit the incinerator, and then you threw them in there and burned them. Trust me, he's gonna believe me.
No, he won't.
And why else would you do all of this if you weren't trying to hide something, Gwen?
I can say I was just trying to protect my mother's privacy.
Well, I'm gonna tell him the truth. I'm gonna tell him that you confessed everything, and trust me, your words along with what you did will more than convince Ethan that it's the truth. I promise you, Gwen, Ethan's gonna leave you. And he's gonna be a family with me, little Ethan, and our daughter. Please don't start. You don't know what you're getting into with my date.
I'm not afraid of him, all right?
Likewise, my friend. Just give my date a drink and stop bothering her.
Hey, I'm just doing my job, pal. Your date was bothering me.
I was not.
What to?
I suggest you do your job at the other end of the bar.
Please, let's just go back to our table.
It's not ready yet.
Hey, pal, why don't you just leave? Take the lady someplace else, like one of those, flaky upper crust country clubs. Just leave us regular Janes and Joes alone, huh?
Well, why don't you and I just step outside instead?
Take off your shirt, and I'll hold him. No! Both of you stop it!
We could go outside, or I could punch your lights out right here.
Oh, no!
Edmund, Noah, stop.
Edmund?
Noah Bennett? Hey! Oh, God. Man, have you changed?
Me? Look at you.
How the hell are you?
I'm chill, bro. What is up?
You two know each other?
Yeah, Noah and I went to grammar school together.
And junior high.
And we kept in touch when I went off to Choate.
And I went in Ace Harmony High and then got a scholarship, went to boarding school.
Edmund, you went to public school before you went off to Choate?
His father wanted Eddie to get to know us common folks so that when he took over Sinclair Industries, he would know how to relate to us. You know, the great unwashed.
Yeah. Well, I see things haven't changed for you, Noah. You still got all the ladies hanging around, hoping to get horizontal with you.
Ain't that the truth?
Yeah, but you gotta be careful, Eddie. It's a kick in the butt when you fall for a woman you think is special. Only to find out you're not special enough for her.
Look, James, your father's almost done cleaning up. Is he amazing or what?
I'm just determined.
Why don't you take your son and go work on the coloring book some more?
I don't mind doing this.
No, please, you've done enough already. Go play with your son.
All right, it will make you happy.
It will.
Come on, James. Let's go and give those crowns a workout. What do you say?
James, you're very lucky to have him as a father. Very lucky.
You're not as lucky as you think, Gwen. Yeah, the discs are burned. But the fact that you snatched them out of my hands and threw them into a burning incinerator only proves, Gwen, that you were out to hide something. Ethan is a lawyer. He's gonna see through whatever story that you tell him, and he's gonna know that I am telling the truth, and he will leave you, and we will be a family with Jane and little Ethan.
Aren't you forgetting one major thing here, Teresa? Ethan is married to me, and we both know how seriously he takes his vows. So, without real, tangible proof that my mother and I set you up, he's not gonna believe a single word you say. And there is no proof. Except for a little bit of ashes, the discs are gone, and your mother certainly didn't hear me confess. So it's your word against mine. You know who he's gonna believe? He's gonna believe me because I am his wife. So face it, you lost here. Ethan is mine, and he always will be.
Oh, Miss Nancy, you are just a tribute to truth, justice, and the American way.
Oh, you're too much. Thank you.
Oh, no, indeed. After my sister is convicted, you must allow Mrs. Crane and me to host a party in your honor at my jazz club.
Oh, well, that would be very nice, but totally unnecessary.
That would be great.
Oh, thank you.
So, what are you suggesting that I do?
Give me permission to work out a plea bargain agreement.
What?
You want me to admit to 3 counts of attempted murder?
He's afraid so.
Eve didn't try to kill anybody.
We know that, but the jury doesn't. They bought Liz's breakdown in her testimony.
I want to negotiate a deal in which you don't admit to any crime per se, but you do agree to a minimal amount of prison time in a minimum security facility.
Prison time?
Oh, Mom, no.
Ethan, you can't convince the jury to acquit Eve?
No, I don't think I can. The evidence, it's circumstantial, but it is overwhelming. The fact that so many people heard you threaten Liz, the fact that you had access to the poison that was ingested by Liz and Alistair, and the fact that your swipe card was used to access the storage facility that the poison was kept, it's devastating to the defense. And Eve, when you add to the fact that you hated Julian at the time he was shot at the cannery and that you've always hated Alistair, I am certain that the jury will convict you and they will find you guilty. Our only chance of keeping you out of prison for the rest of your life is to work out a plea bargain agreement.
Do you agree with Ethan?
I'm afraid so.
I see.
Mom.
Oh, sweetheart.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay, sweetheart. Sorry. Ethan, would you talk to Miss Nancy and see what you could work out?
I will do my best.
I know you will.
Honey, what do you want us to do?
I want you to go home. Get some rest. Tomorrow could be another long day. It's okay.
Miss Nancy, I was hoping we could talk.
You want a plea deal?
Yes, I do.
All
And I
right,
would-
here's the deal. She stipulates to all 3 charges and serves 15 years on them.
15 years. You mean 5 years on each charge?
No. I mean 15 years on each charge. Served consecutively.
You want me to serve 45 years in prison?
Yes. That's the deal. Take it or leave it.
I still can't believe you two are long-lost friends.
Yep, we're Harmony's answer to the Prince and the Pauper.
I may have a few bucks in the bank, but Noah's a lot richer than I'll ever be.
He is?
This is the greatest guy in the world. You know, any man who meets him wants to be his friend, and any woman who meets him wants to be his lover.
You said it, baby.
Keep up the good work. Question is, how long can I keep pretending to be your father?
You're not James's father?
You want me to spend 45 years in prison on a plea bargain?
Every cloud has a silver lining.
You said it, sister friend.
You can't be serious.
Ethan's right. This is absurd.
This is not a whim. This is justice, people. Take it or leave it.
Whew. It is finally over. Any proof that my mother and I set you up to look bad in front of Ethan just went up in smoke. You lost him for good.
No.
Yeah, you did. So why don't you go and pack your things and leave this house, because there is nothing for you here anymore.
I cannot believe that it has come to this.
Well, maybe you should give it some time to sink in. You know, maybe 30 years will do the trick. Let me see. Teresa, let me see your hand. Let me put this on your mom. Okay, I'm gonna cut you down, Jane. No, no. Teresa, I have a look. Burn you,
Fancy's top shelf. She'd never be interested in a blue-collar guy like me. And I'd never waste my time with someone like Fancy Crane.
The jury is going to fry you, Eve.
Run away with me tonight. We'll leave Harmony. We'll never come back.